There is a curse. I want you to understand that going in. There's an actual fully operational leather-bound written in the blood of 1,000 mid-tier PC builders curse on a single piece of hardware in this industry, and that hardware is called the Steam Machine. And Valve, our beloved gremlin uncle of gaming, just looked directly at that curse, made eye contact with it, and said, bet. Welcome back to the channel. We need to talk about the fact that Valve's living room PC is currently being haunted by global RAM prices, and the company is openly admitting they're, quote, bummed about it. Bummed. That's the corporate temperature. We are bummed. Your dog gets bummed when you eat a sandwich without him. $1 trillion supply chains are not supposed to have feelings, but here we are. So let me catch you up if you missed it. Valve unveils this whole new hardware lineup back in November. Steam Machine, new VR headset, new Steam controller. The big swing, living room gaming, console form factor, full PC under the hood, none of the Windows nonsense, just SteamOS doing its little thing in your entertainment center. And the internet collectively lost its mind. People were ready. People had cleared shelf space. People were measuring their TV stands. People were drafting breakup texts to their PlayStations. And then silence. Months go by. The controller gets a release date. The machine, nothing. Crickets, tumbleweeds. A single sad ping in the Steam hardware subreddit at 3 in the morning that just says, when, bros? Cut to last week. Some Valve guys finally crawl out of their Bellevue cave, blink at the sun, and admit, yeah, we're having a moment. Memory shortages, RAM prices through the roof, component costs going vertical. They wanted to ship this thing at a competitive price, and the global economy looked at them and said, cute idea, try again. Now, here's the part that makes this delicious, because some of you in the chat are too young to remember this, and I'm about to traumatize you with knowledge. This is not Valve's first attempt at a Steam Machine. This is Valve's second attempt at a Steam Machine. The first time they tried this, it was 2015, and it went so poorly, so historically poor, that the phrase Steam Machine became a cursed word in the gaming industry for almost a decade. Picture it, 2015, skinny jeans, the dab, people still thought Game of Thrones was good. Valve announces Steam Machines, plural, because they didn't make one box. They let like 15 different PC manufacturers each make their own version. So you'd walk into Best Buy and there's a wall of beige bricks with names like the Alienware Steam Machine and the Zotac Steam Machine and the iBuyPower Steam Machine and the just bought a domain yesterday Steam Machine, all running an operating system that ran maybe 40% of your library. 40%. It was a fiasco. Reviewers didn't know what to recommend. Customers didn't know what to buy. SteamOS was a baby giraffe that had just learned what legs were. Within 2 years, the entire product line was quietly euthanized in a back alley behind Half-Life 3. So when Valve walks back out on stage in 2025 and goes, we're doing Steam Machine again, there's a percentage of us who heard that and felt our soul leave our body for a second, because the last time we trusted them with this, we got a graveyard. But I actually believe in this one, and I want to explain why. But first, I have to explain why the universe is currently making it physically impossible to build it. You ever heard of an AI bubble? You're in one. We're all in one. Every tech company on Earth right now is competing in a frantic, sweaty, no blinking contest to buy as much memory and as many chips as they can possibly hoard, because they're convinced that whoever has the biggest GPU pile when the music stops gets to be God. And what that means for you, the person who just wants a little box under their TV to play Hades 2, is that the same chips that go into your Dream Couch PC are getting vacuumed up by data centers in Virginia that are training language models to write LinkedIn posts about hustle culture. RAM prices are insane. SSD prices are insane. The component market right now looks like somebody set fire to a Best Buy and is auctioning the survivors. Every single hardware company is feeling this. Sony's feeling it. Microsoft's feeling it. Nintendo's feeling it. Your local custom PC builder is feeling it so hard that he started a podcast about it. Valve's not having an extra hard time. Valve's having the time, the same time as everyone else. They just happen to have picked the worst possible window in the last 15 years to launch a brand new piece of consumer hardware that absolutely depends on memory being affordable. And before you tell me Valve doesn't know what they're doing in hardware, I want to remind you of a little device called the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck that came out, ran every game you own, didn't catch fire, and now has like 15 competitors all running SteamOS because Valve didn't even gatekeep it. That's the company we're talking about. They've already made handheld PC gaming a thing. They've already sold millions of those things. They have the receipts. And here's where I'm going to get real with you for a second, because I think this matters. Valve doesn't have to do this. They could just take Steam money. They could sit on Bellevue Mountain like a dragon on a pile of gold and laugh at the rest of us. Steam's revenue is generational wealth. Steam's revenue is your great-great-grandkids will inherit a yacht wealth, and they could do nothing. They could stop. They could ship one Counter-Strike update a year and a Half-Life remaster every leap year in just 5. Instead, what they keep doing, and this is the thing I think people miss, is they keep using that money to take swings at the platforms we're all stuck on. The Steam Deck happened because they wanted to break the idea that PC gaming has to mean Windows. SteamOS getting opened up to other handhelds, that's them quietly handing the keys to the kingdom out to anyone who wants them. The Steam Machine isn't just a console competitor, it's an attempt to build an alternative to the Microsoft and Sony lock-in that has owned your living room for 20 years. You don't have to like Valve, you can be mad about Counter-Strike skins in Half-Life 3 and the Half-Life 2 Episode 3 that became an actual emotional support meme. But the truth is, in 2026, with Microsoft turning Xbox into a launcher app and Sony charging you a subscription to remember your save files, Valve is one of the very few big players in the space that is still acting like the customer is a human being and not a quarterly earnings call. So when they come out and they say we're bummed about the delay, I actually believe them. I think they wanted to ship this. I think there are engineers over there who have been working on this hardware for years, who watched the first Steam Machine die in their arms, and who finally got the green light to do it right. And now they're getting cock-blocked by macroeconomics. That genuinely sucks. All right, that's enough sincerity. The mush is over. Let's predict some absolute nonsense. Here are my official Kyler Ray's Steam Machine 2026 release predictions. Bookmark this, screenshot this, tattoo this on your forearm. We're going on the record. Prediction 1, the Steam Machine launches in late 2026, missing the holiday window by exactly 2 weeks, just enough that everybody who would have bought one as a Christmas gift instead bought a PS5 Pro and is now too poor to also buy this. Classic Valve, they invented Steam sales and they forgot how calendars work. Prediction 2, the price will be exactly $100 more than what would have made it a slam dunk. $900 when it should have been $799, and every single tech reviewer will spend the first 3 minutes of their video going, it's a great machine, but that but is going to do more damage than 1,000 bad reviews ever could. Prediction 3, within 6 weeks of launch, somebody on Twitter who has never owned a piece of Valve hardware in their life is going to make a post that says Steam Machine flop confirmed, and it'll get 100,000 likes, and 100 actual gaming journalists will write articles using that tweet as a source. The post will be from an account whose profile picture is an anime girl holding a gun and whose bio is just the word based. Prediction 4, Half-Life 3 will not launch alongside it. Stop emailing me, stop tweeting at me. It's not happening. Gabe is going to pass peaceably in a hyperbaric chamber surrounded by his family, and the words Half-Life 3 will not be spoken at the funeral out of respect for the deceased. And prediction 5, despite all of this, despite the price, despite the timing, despite the cursed energy rating off the word Steam Machine like a Geiger counter at Chernobyl, I think it's going to be good. I think the people who buy it are going to love it. I think in 3 years, we're going to look back on this delay the way we look back at the Steam Deck delay as a non-event because the product was actually worth waiting for. That's the bet. That's the trust fall. We're all just out here trusting that Valve, the company that gave us Portal and then ghosted us for 13 years, knows what they're doing in the living room. Anyway, let me know in the comments, are you still hyped for the Steam Machine? Are you putting your money down day one? Or did the original 2015 Steam Machine kill something inside of you that has never truly come back? I want to hear about your trauma, specifically in detail with timestamps. Smash that like button if you want me to do a follow-up. The second Valve announces an actual release date. Subscribe so you don't miss the inevitable freakout video. And if you want to see me cry on camera when this thing gets delayed to 2027, hit that bell. I love you. I'm Kyler. Get out of here.